to get another moonlight reading in. And I always let Spirit pick, but I keep seeming to get the same signs over and over and over again, which probably means that a lot of my subscribers are either Sagittarius or Libra, or the ones who watch me. But I might have to pull those out because I keep getting the same ones and I'm not getting the other signs. So I'm going to pull this one anyways because, I mean, it's what came out. So, all right, so we got Libra. And the cards you pull are the 3rd house and Uranus. So which means that you are needing to go through and have a change within your communication styles. Because the 3rd house, it's the way that you grew up. You were taught to be a certain way, but it's about to be a time where you're going to change. You're going to have a big change in what going forward. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to light the moon, and we are going to go from there. And the moon has moved. All right. And as what the heck? Okay. As normal, I will read as fast as I can for as long as I can to get to see what the moon illuminates. All right, Spirit, per Libra, please. What does Libra need to know? What do you want to tell? Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. So this is probably new moon in Cancer. You're probably worried. You're in your emotional state thinking, you know, some things may not go the way that they're supposed to, or you've got a big change coming up and you're just kind of in your feels and kind of worried. And this was from the Moonology deck. Okay, and that's all Spirit wants to tell you from here. All right. From the Wisdom of the House of Night. What for Libra, please, Spirit? Okay, you're not seeing something correctly. They want you to pay attention to the way that you are seeing things. You are not seeing something correctly, and you're in denial. You have something that you don't want to let go of. Like you're not letting it go. Because when you think about letting it go, it hurts you, it drains you. What are okay, so Spirit is literally, this is saying Spirit is now going to step in. They're going to step in because you're not listening. You're not paying attention to the signs that they are giving you. What is the denial, Spirit? What is the denial? What are they denying? One, they have no confidence. They think they're more, you think you're more confident than what you are, but you're also, you're denying the differences that you're seeing, okay? Like, Spirit's showing you these differences probably in between you and another person, and you're denying, you know, your individuality. It's like you are becoming this other person, or this person has hurt you and came back in, and then hurt you and came back in, or something like that. And it's one of those things where you need to find who you are, because yeah, you've lost hope. You've lost being playful. You know, this just seems like a sad, depressing state right now. Like, it's like Libra's like, you're afraid something that's going on is, you're afraid of letting go of something because you're afraid you or your loved ones or something won't be safe. You have deceit. So this person, whoever it is that you're supposed to be letting go of, literally, Spirit has shown you multiple times that this person is deceiving you. Either using you, they're deceiving you, they're trying to trick you, and you're in denial of it because you have no hope. And Spirit is showing you, literally, Spirit is showing you this is what is going on. Oh no. Loyalty is in reverse. And shit just went everywhere. Take that as it resonates. Because anything that happens in a anything that happens in a reading is, yeah, you're not grounded. You're not tapping into spirit. Anything that happens in a reading, during a reading, especially if it's something that happens to a reader, listen to the words that they say outside of the cards. A lot of times, those will be big indicators about what's going to happen. Every single reader who I know who's on point, who's actually listening to spirit, when something weird happens, it always aligns. You got the same exact card. Earth in reverse. The same one popped out. So yeah, you are definitely not grounded. You are not, if you're not dealing with an earth sign, or if you're not walking away from an earth sign, you could be walking away from an earth sign. Or you deceive someone. Someone has deceived an earth sign and has turned their loyalty upside down. Libra, pay attention to the other placements in your chart. See if you have a lot of earth placements or see if you have a lot of fire placements. One of the two has, that's how you'll know. If you've got a lot of fire placements, then it'll be an earth sign that's deceived you. If you have a lot of earth placements, it'll be a fire sign that has deceived you. Yeah, you are refusing to close out. You're refusing to close out this chapter or this book. And you're not, because you're not listening. You even got meditation here in reverse. All right. We're going to go ahead and go on. Try 7 minutes. All right, we got some time. All right. Usually that thing stays on for about 30 minutes. So I wanted to get as many cards or as many messages as I can, because I know there's so many Libras out there. Not every bit of this reading will resonate for everyone. So listen and see what part triggers you, whether it makes you mad, if it pisses you off and irritates you, it's probably for you. If it makes you want to say that's not my reading, that's the part that's for you, because Spirit uses triggers to teach you something. Whatever you get triggered about, good or bad, happy, sad, whatever, that's literally Spirit using your triggers to help you see what's going on. All right. Let our lives mix within our dreams like two colored paints until we didn't know which was what, and we didn't care. So laugh a little more, care a little more, and love a little more. For all we will ever be is what we become. And in the end, we will become all the things we leave behind. Okay, so this is like saying you want to mix together with someone. This one is talking about, it's kind of like if you leave someone in a karmic lesson, Libra, like, or in a karmic way, like if you just straight block them, if you don't end it the right way or whatever, or you hurt someone, as it says, we will become all the things we leave behind. Literally, the next person is going to show you the pain that you caused that last person. You will become the person that you hurt. Okay, I broke myself beautiful when I left you. It was me saving me from myself, and it was me breaking me from everything else. Which way is this supposed to be, Spirit? Okay, so this is possibly a Libra who was on the wrong side, but since it flipped up, you have a chance to go back to the right side. So this is probably, wait, sorry, the other way, the other person. Is probably someone who's wanting to return. Someone who's wanting to return and make things right because they know how they hurt someone. Let your love flow. where the beautiful things are, and something beautiful will always come your way. Yeah, your vibe attracts your tribe. When you're vibing high, you're going to attract high vibing people. 10-10 on the clock, there's a completion that needs to come. But your vibe always attracts your tribe, because the vibration you're at will be the level of vibrational people that you attract into your life. So if you're low vibe, you will attract more. I don't know if I was supposed to take that or not. You're supposed to take, blah. I'm tongue-tied. Maybe you don't know what to say. Maybe that's the speaking thing that you're going through, the communication part. Maybe you don't know what to say to this person. Or maybe they don't know what to say to you. Maybe they hurt you. Maybe you hurt them. Take the side that resonates. Oh my goodness. Okay. As one ends, another begins. This is a Libra who has went through like the death that is now the beginning, because it even says the end and the beginning. Okay, so this is someone who doesn't want to feel the pain. That's why it's fallen in. Son of a bitch. Okay, so this is telling you, Libra, do not take disrespect or lies or the bullshit. Because one person is supposed to leave if the other person lies. See, look. Okay, so this is saying related issues may surface. In other words, if you have forgave this person, they came back in, they're literally about to do the same thing to you. Remember, Libra, you teach people how to treat you. You need to stand up for yourself, and you need to not take shit from people. I don't care how they are, who they are, how much money they have, you know, how much fame or fortune they have, or what kind of authority they have over you. You need to speak your truth. Okay, I guess we're supposed to keep that. All right. So you have a relationship that is submissive and dominant. So in other words, one person is controlling the other. And not only is one person controlling the other, you are using your weight to control somebody. You have twice in a row. You're them. Take it as it resonates. Okay, so this is a Libra who's worried about kids, or it could be like a fur baby, or what thing's going to happen, you know, if things change. Because it says, you know, magical uniform change. Okay. This is someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. This is someone who's really afraid to be vulnerable. With the cards you pulled first with the Libra card, this could be someone who has literally has trauma from childhood about not being, you know, being told they shouldn't be vulnerable. This is someone who, all right. You even got the codependency card. This is not wanting to hurt somebody. This is a reason why someone doesn't want to leave. This is a reason why someone's being submissive and allowing shit to pile on them, because they don't want to hurt someone else. Well, what about the person that's being hurt, Libra? What if they're hurting you? And I'm going to play this as the other person is hurting you, Libra. What if they hurt you? Do you think that they cared if they hurt you? Or did they think about themselves with self-love, as we are all supposed to do? Yeah, you're supposed to care about others, and you're supposed to put others first, but there's also a boundary that you're supposed to set. If someone crosses, you leave their ass, okay? And you need to, you never want to just straight drop someone without having a conversation about why, you need to give them the chance to know how you feel, because they could have been raised in a completely different manner. But once you guys are on the same page, if this person keeps doing this shit to you, cut their ass off. Literally, Spirit's even saying, listen to what I'm saying, and you're not listening because you're too afraid to let go of this person's hand. You're afraid that you might be alone for a little while. I'm going to tell you right now, that's when you'll find your strength. Someone could just be I'm feeling this is a completely different Libra. This Libra is just irritated that someone's not texting them back. Make sure you're not... Okay, so this could... You have an empath who's literally going to call you out on your shit. And she's probably... I'm getting this is the same person. They're both redheaded girls. They don't have to be redheaded right now, but, I'm saying the cards, they overline. So they should be the same person. So this person is probably a lot more sympathetic than you realize. Not only that, but they are an empath. And not just a regular empath. This is a super empath. So if someone that you are dealing with is a super empath, they're not going to purposely just hurt you on purpose because it's going to hurt them. Empaths can't help but take on the pain of others. It's awful. I'll tell you that right now. It's awful. But make sure... Okay, so what I'm getting is this person's like... if you're Libra and you text someone and they don't respond back to you for an hour, and then you're like, okay, well, they took an hour to respond to me. I'm going to wait and I'm going to respond 2 hours. And then you responded 2 hours. Now they're asleep. So they didn't respond again for 8 hours. Now the next person doesn't want to, for revenge, you're going to wait 2 days to respond. It's kind of that is what I'm feeling. This Libra is irritated at this person because they're just not responding. So this is two completely different Libras. Take whichever situation is yours. As I said before, there's so many Libras. There's going to be lots of stories that will come out. Okay, you also have someone else. You have a selfish biatch. So you have an empath and a sympathetic female, and you have a selfish bitch. And it says male or female, okay? It's not just... You could have a feminine in a male's body, okay? Okay, possibility of love. Yes, I think there is I think it is entirely possible to fall in love with someone you never met. Physically is an expression of intimacy. Physicality is an expression of intimacy, not an indication of it. Okay, so this is someone, if you have not met this person already, and you're watching this reading to see what's coming, this could be someone from the internet or a dating site or Instagram or Facebook, something like that. It's just some kind of a site where you can meet someone where you haven't physically met yet. Maybe you're at a distance. Okay. It keeps going back to this other reading. Okay, so the person who got done wrong, who is in a relationship with a selfish bitch, this is Spirit saying you feel like you're not strong enough to let go, but you are. It's kind of like they got you. Now let go. You're strong enough. Let go. Okay. Now, if you are a Libra and you're in a relationship that is perfectly healthy, nothing is going wrong, this part's not for you. You're probably just irritated at the way that you communicate with someone, okay? This is for a Libra who literally is going through some shit with someone who has done them completely wrong. Okay, let's see what we got here. Keep your bustling cities, give me only the moon, some wine and old friends, laughing in the desert, and I will show you what the pagans call God. Okay, so this is a Libra who likes to be a loner. Lone wolf. You like a small amount of people. Be careful with this, Libra. This person has, if you are a loner, this is a third story. If you are a loner, you have the next person coming in for you is going to be a karmic. If it's the next male that's coming in, if you're a feminine or a female, or you know, you like men, whatever, the next person that's coming in is going to be a karmic. And not only that, they are literally only going to want you for sex. If that's what you want, then that's great. If it is not, then brace yourself. Put up your boundaries so there's no deceit. All right. This karmic's going to come in, and the masculine's friend, the divine masculine's friend, is going to, it's like the divine masculine's friend is keeping watch on this female. Yeah, see, this supposed friend of the masculine is not an actual friend, okay? This person is watching this female because they want to steal this female from the karmic, or from their partner, or take them from the masculine. If someone is coming into your life and they are wanting to know way too much about your love life, that's an indicator. This karmic masculine, when he comes in, so you've got the karmic masculine coming in who just wants to use you for sex. You have the masculine's friend who is watching over you, like the divine masculine's friend. Maybe you've met your divine masculine, you know who they are. Maybe you guys are in separation, and his friends are watching over you, friends or family. This person who is the friends or family, they are not watching so that you get back with the divine masculine. They are watching to see if they could come in, which if they're not, if it could go both ways. Either the karmic that's going to come in is the divine masculine's friend, and they're going to come in and try to sway you away from the divine masculine. So be very careful of the masculine's friends. Why do I keep hearing Virgo? Okay, yeah. Okay, if you have strong placements of Virgo, pay attention, because this would make sense, because this person here is a hermit anyways. Maybe you just have Libra placements and you're watching. Maybe you've got Virgo placements. This is a warning. The divine masculine's friends are not friends. They are literally pretending to be friends of the masculine, and maybe you to swoop in and try to take you. So be very, very cautious. And this person, the one that's just coming in because they're horny, the karmic person, they see that you could be struggling with a whole bunch of shit, but they don't give a shit. This person does not give two shits about nothing besides, you know, wrapping up their dick and putting it in somebody. Okay. Yeah, because this says, yeah. Don't worry, you see, to some, you are magic. Okay, so this is kind of like Spirit saying, don't worry, you know, it's just, you know, when it, say if you're beautiful, you know, people are just going to be drawn to you, especially if you have a good energy. And say if you're an empath, people are just going to be drawn to you. It's just human nature. Don't think too much of it. Just Spirit saying, be very cautious. And this is the third Libra, so, you know, take your story. Every girl, if you leave her long enough, will eventually sing and dance. A sky full of stars, and he was staring at her. Okay, so this I'm feeling is the Divine Masculine. This is a playoff of this story. This is not this full story. This could be all of this story, but this is a playoff of it. This does not have to go with this second one, but if it can, okay? So this is if you were with this person. Okay, say if you were this Divine Feminine and a karmic is coming in. This is the story of a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine who are separated. This is the Divine Feminine finally stepping out of the hermit mode and finally getting back to dancing and being happy. And this is, people are now watching this feminine because they're seeing her. Okay, yeah, someone is coming in. The person who's coming in for this Libra is the person who stopped communicating to them. It's someone who now wants to talk to you. Could be the Divine Masculine returning. If your Divine Masculine ghosted you. Pissed off Masculine. Okay, so you've pissed this Masculine off. Because they were being sneaky and you called them out on their shit. Maybe that's the reason why they ran away. Because they didn't want to take responsibility for their actions. And this is the fourth Libra. Right? Yeah, fourth Libra. Okay. Oh, whoops, I missed that. It'll come back out if it needs to. Alright. There we go. Alright, yeah. This person has a divine soulmate. Within that time, the Divine Masculine left because they were doing some sneaky shit. You called them out on it. The Divine Soulmate came in for the feminine. Little note 36. One day they will come for me, and when they do, I'll be ready. Okay. This is the Divine... I don't know. I need to clarify that a little bit more. I don't know who they're thinking is coming. Okay. This is the Divine Masculine thinking the Divine Feminine is going to come towards them. And hoping that it's not too late. Why Masculine would you assume that... they finally realized who you were? Masculine. If you left this feminine alone, why would you assume that she's going to come after you? I would assume that if you've left your feminine alone, she's probably tried to contact you already. But I would say that this is... she's probably had her last stop. If you feel a pull to the feminine, it means she's let go of the pull, which would draw you back in due to, you know, law of attraction. When she lets go and she starts running the opposite way, then you will be drawn to her. If there is nothing good here, then why dwell on it so much? The world needs you, all of you. So stop focusing on the little things that do not matter. Big things are ahead. Make the move. You deserve this. This is someone who's paranoid. They're wanting to come back in and they feel like they're not ready. They feel like, okay, well, I've got to have my money right, or I have to have a nice car, or I have to have a nice house, or I have to have, you know, such amount of money in the bank. And this is Spirit saying, listen, that's petty shit. All right. Yeah. We're going to end on this. This was the Divine Feminine walking away. Okay, this is the Eight of Cups. This is Divine Feminine. Ultimately, this fourth Libra, this is the Divine Feminine who walked away. Her twin is going to now feel the pull and want to return. Now, the moon is done, but I'm still going to pull an oracle card. And this oracle card is going to go for anyone who has stayed and watched this live. So it's just a collective card. This is the Shaman Dream Oracle. And I will read what it says. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness. All right, number 11. And you actually had meditation in reverse. So this is Spirit telling you, you need to meditate. You need to find what Spirit says. Meditation, stillness, and clarity. When deep quiet appears, it is a message from the cosmos calling you to stillness, to step outside the concerns of your everyday life. This does not mean to slow down and take a breath, although that is a good start. The cosmos is inviting you to go deep to that place where the noise stops and there is only the vast emptiness of inner space. When we don't respond to an invitation offered by deep quiet, life can stop us in our tracks with an illness or a crisis. Listen to the still, small voice. Remember that you want to catch Spirit on a whisper, not a shout. And it is only human to argue that you are too busy to slow down, that you don't have time, the inclination, or the money for a retreat. Do not let any of these reasons get the better of you. Stop the world and enter the deep quiet before you come to a crashing halt. After you have said yes to this invitation, you will find what the world can get along quite well without the needs for you to manage it. You will enjoy the freedom that comes with stillness, the clarity and spaciousness offered by the silence. All right, Libra, so this is someone who, this is talking about someone who is learning to just go with the flow. Like, if it's going to happen, it'll happen. If it'll be, you know, like Spirit saying, quiet yourself, listen to what I'm saying. And if something is supposed to end, let it end. Don't try to control it. Don't try to hold it back. Don't try to block it, because then you become the toxic. If that person wants to leave, let them leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a Divine Feminine, that is a lot easier than it sounds. It takes a lot of feminines a very, very, very long time to be able to get to that point where they can let go of their masculine and just let them leave. Especially if they are distorted, or if they are in their toxic states before they have awakened. Or if it's the feminine, you know, take it as it resonates, reverse the roles. But Spirit is telling you, don't worry about them. I want you to be quiet, to be still, to just get to a point where this world evaporates and you're in a point where you're just with Spirit in deep, deep meditation. Some people can get there through the dream state. Some people can get there through, like, right before. Like, if you were the people that has, you know, very vivid dreams when Spirit needs to tell you something, that makes it a whole lot easier than trying to get to that spot, you know, meditative. Because sometimes it's really hard with noise around you to get to that. But either way, you still need to try. You know, even if it's getting up 20 minutes early, you know, and just taking that extra 20 minutes to meditate and listen to what Spirit has to say. Like, a lot of times when I listen to readings, because I love listening to other readers, whether it's supposed to be my story or not. I'll, you know, my friends that read, I'll go to their readings, and even if I have no placements in that sign, I'll still listen, and I will listen to what triggers me, because that's how you listen to spirit. You hear reading, and the part that draws your attention, if you're doing something and you hear something and it makes you just stops you in your track and makes you want to go back and hear what was said there, or, you know, something that triggered you, or be like, well, that's not really going to matter, that, you know, it's not my reading. That is a complete trigger. That is spirit, you know, using this other person to teach you what they need you to listen to. Okay, so, you know, however it is that you need to get to that state. And I mean, like, there are some great readers on YouTube. Like, you can check out, you know, Southern Shuffle Tarot. She's amazing. She's one of my good friends, like, and one of the first tarot readers that, like, I became friends with. And, Soren Alucard and Rich Lop, like, even Rose or Butch Tarot, you know, they're all great. They're all amazing readers, you know, and you just find one who aligns with you, that's on your vibe, because you can listen to some readers that's, you know, at some time, and they're going to hit every single time. And then they may be on a different vibe, and they're talking to someone else. So if it actually doesn't align, which usually if a reading doesn't align, there's not a trigger. You don't think that I listened to this for nothing. That you really just feel nothing. You just feel like, you know, you spent time listening to like a story. But if there is a trigger, that's how you know that you're in the same vibration, same, you know, being lined up with that person. But anyways, I have on my page, I went ahead and bumped up and put, you know, some of the people that like that I care about, their pages on my YouTube, so you can just click on that. They're in a file there right on the top. So anyways, you can check them out. You can listen to anybody, but you know, that's how I connect sometimes. You know, other times I have to listen to the vibrational sounds, and I have a bunch of those on my YouTube as well. I have a lot of the theta waves and the hertz, and you know, so whatever it is that you need to get to, I do have those on my page down below as well. But that's another way, you know, you listen to the sounds, and it helps you get into a more calm meditative state. And you'll know when you get there, when you feel your body shift. Okay, so it's like you take in the deep breaths, and when you get to that point where you take so many deep breaths, it allows your body to like sink, your soul to sink down into your body. Like, it's a weird feeling, but you know, you'll know. Anyways, so that's when you hit that state, and that's when you are more able to be receptive of spirit, to hear what they're saying. You know, the Bible says, and I know a lot of people want to say tarot reading is evil and stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a verse in the Bible where they were talking to Jesus himself, and they did not want him to go to heaven, and that Jesus specifically told them, I have to go to heaven so that the divine spirit of truth, the spirit of truth will come down so that you can talk to him. Because before the veil was ripped, we were not able to talk to God and spirit and the good ones, you know, the angels and stuff like that. When the veil was ripped, it opened up the portal in between heaven and earth. So we had, you know, an ability to talk to him. And it's through Jesus's death that we were able to communicate to him here, you know. And when we ask him to show us things, when we ask him, you know, we pray, we're supposed to pray and then listen for an answer. You don't go to your dad and be like, hey dad, I want this and this, and then don't even wait for an answer. You just get up and you leave, you know. Or I want to know about this, and then you get up and leave. You know, what God thinks of this as a relationship too. You talk to him, and he's going to talk to you. He may not be able to talk to you in the same form, you know, if you're not open to hearing, but he will communicate through spirit animals, numbers, you know, repetitive numbers. He will communicate. You could be in a bookstore and you can ask God a question and you open up a book and you're going to find the answer if you believe that if you believe in God and you believe that, you know. But anyways, always listen. This is what Spirit is saying. They want you to get to a point where you listen. You trust what they're saying because they see the big picture and you can only see what's in front of you. You're holding on to these hands that you don't want to let go of. But it's kind of like codependency is like dancing with the devil, hoping you can change him. Anyways, yeah, that's what I got for you, Libra. I hope this helped. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe down below. And so you'll get notified of the next videos that pop up. All right, I will see you at the next video. Stay weird. Bye.
Stay, even for a moment, that's okay. Even if the sky is turning gray, ooh.